Newcastle United fans, North East celebrities and some top football stars are all coming together for a quiz night, and it's to raise awareness about mental health, and it's being held tomorrow night. It's going to be streamed online and there'll be loads of famous faces with the Newcastle United connection, along with support and advice for people who might be struggling, because we've just said how many figures are out there. PC Andy Hyde, a community engagement officer with Northumbria Police, is helping to organise this, and I had a chat with him.
We work very closely with Newcastle United Foundation, and I spoke to them because they've got a game changer campaign on the go. You know, we try and get along from the engagement team, you know, pre-COVID, every Wednesday, just to engage with them at the West End, to engage with the community. So what we did, I spoke to Be a Game Changer and I said, look, why don't we try and organise a football quiz, because that's the hook, get people involved in this quiz, but after every round, you know, let's get a mental health support worker or someone from the local authority on, just to discuss what services they can offer and how people get in touch with them. This was probably back in the middle of December, and then we approached Newcastle United Supporters Trust, we approached Newcastle Fans TV, and a number of other football supporters trusts for Newcastle United, including Wor Flags and NUFC 360 and the Evening Chronicle. And they were all on board and were very keen to get involved. So what happened then was, everyone, basically what we said is the plan would be, we'll have 6 rounds of 10 questions. If each different partner agency wants to take some of these questions away, get some questions from ex-footballers and local celebrities, and they've all got involved. And then we've also got key videos from Tyneside Mind, Mental Health Matters, and some of the other big Game Changer campaign partners. So on Saturday at 7 o'clock, it'll be broadcast live on YouTube, but it'll be streamed live on Newcastle Fans TV. It'll be on Newcastle United Foundation's page and a number of other social media channels. So we're expecting a very good turnout.
I think you will. I mean, looking at the names involved, everyone from Anton Deck to Alan Shearer, Malcolm MacDonald, Les Ferdinand, Gabby Logan. In a way, it's brilliant that they're involved, but how could they say no? Because it's for such a good cause, Andy.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic cause. Do you know what it is? And to be fair, when we approached all these different people, they were very keen to get involved straight away. And we're not expecting the quiz to reduce the number of calls that the police get about mental health. That's not the aim. Hopefully, if we save one person from suicide, then it's been all worth it.
Absolutely. And you are getting calls. I've seen the statistics for mental health call-outs for the police. It's something I think the public probably don't appreciate, really, that you guys are out there having to deal with this on a very regular basis at the minute.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially just in the last year, Northumbria Police have had nearly 25,000 mental health incidents reported to us, which is up. It's about 2,000 calls from the previous year, which is approximately 300 more calls a month we're getting during COVID. And these are calls that are from people who are going through some sort of mental health crisis. Maybe it's someone who's in distress on a bridge, or someone who's going through a psychotic episode and putting themselves at risk, or someone who's just self-harming. And, you know, occasionally we get people that ring up just because they're lonely. You know, so we will attend, we'll deal with these vulnerable members of the community, refer them to the support agency to get the help and support that they need.
And in turn, Andy, this must have an impact on your and your colleagues' mental health, and you've got to look after that. Who looks after you guys?
To be fair, we've got a dedicated team in Northumbria Police called the Wellbeing Team set up, which are fantastic. We have TRIM practitioners in the organisation, which is trauma risk management practitioners. So basically what they'll do is, after an incident like this, you'll speak to your line manager, and if he or she feels that maybe you are suffering as an officer, they'll refer you to the TRIM practitioner to get the long-term support and the short-term support required as an officer.
So that's the police's contribution to what's going on. And Hayleylorimer's brother, Martin, very sadly took his own life in December last year. He was a mad keen Newcastle United fan, and all the speakers are going to be aware on the quiz night of his story.
Martin battled against mental health issues his whole life, really, from being a teenager. And I don't think I'll ever really understand why he did what he did on that day, to be honest. And obviously that's something I've thought about a lot. It affects everybody in the family, and everybody's left with questions. And of course, the funeral wasn't an occasion when family could hug each other and support each other in the way you normally would because of COVID. So it has been difficult.
If there's any message to get out there to people who are A, suffering, or B, living with someone or know someone who's suffered, what message would you say that people need to hear?
Yeah, I would just say if you are feeling like you're really struggling with your mental health at the moment, there is still help and support out there. So please do reach out. It's not a sign of weakness, as many people used to think it was. It's a sign of strength if you're able to admit that you're in trouble and need some help. So please do reach out and find some support from somewhere, because you don't want to leave another family behind who are grieving with this kind of loss and all the unanswered questions that go with it.
Well, if you want to tune in to that quiz night, it's hosted on the Newcastle Fans TV YouTube channel on tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, as well as on other fans groups, social media channels. And if you're in emotional distress yourself and you want to get help, you can visit the BBC Action Line. That's the webpage where you'll find links to advice and support. The BBC Action Line.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the biggest ever Newcastle Fans TV quiz. We also have the Chronicles quiz questions. We've got NUFC 360. We've got the NUFC Truth Faith questions. We've got Wor Flags. We've got the Foundation. We've got the police. All of us are combining into the biggest show. All of our questions are squeezed together, jointly hosted for the biggest ever Newcastle United quiz. I'm joined by Charlotte Robson. Charlotte, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you, Lee. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm hopefully the serious stuff that comes to mind is that hopefully this will be good fun tonight. Get involved in the comments. We're live across some big easy for me to say platforms. And then you can tell. Look, I'm not going to lie. I am nervous. I think Charlotte is as well. We've spoke off camera because this is probably the biggest event that I've been personally involved in. And it's going to be good fun tonight. We want you to get involved, as I say. And we've also got some speakers coming on. Some of you have seen the thumbnail. We have some huge names involved tonight. Charlotte, how are you feeling about being involved tonight?
Yeah, I'm just thrilled to be a part of this tonight. It's such an important cause. The foundation have done incredible work on the Be a Game Changer campaign. I've got my t-shirt on as well. I know you have. It's just so important to open up that conversation about mental health, all kinds of mental health. And for those people who, aren't directly being affected, we talked about this off camera as well. People like families of people who are struggling. It's just so important, and I'm so delighted to be part of a fun event to raise awareness.
Totally agree. And this event, of course, is dedicated to Martin Lorimer, who sadly passed away not so long ago. We've seen people reach out in support of him, which was fantastic to see our fan base unite together. But we have a message from Hayley at the start of the event.
Hello, my name's Hayleylorimer. I'm Martin Lorimer's sister. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been involved in organising this amazing event in my brother's memory. I'd also like to say thank you to all the Newcastle fans and players and everybody else who reached out and tried to help Martin back in December when he sadly took his own life. Thank you for trying to help my brother. I just want to say as well that being close to Martin over all the years when he struggled with mental health difficulties made me realise that actually people who do struggle with their mental health but are able to reach out for help and support and do get better, and they do, they're some of the bravest people amongst us. So if you're watching this and you're struggling with your own mental health, please take a note of the information about the support services that are around that can help you, and do reach out for help. It used to be thought that admitting to a mental health problem was a sign of weakness. It isn't. So please do use the support services that are out there to help you. And thank you for attending this event. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hayley. I mean, that must have been very, very difficult for her, but appreciate those lovely words that she said tonight. And like I say, Charlotte, if we can help just one person reaching out tonight, I mean, that's the whole aim of tonight, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think you might not be aware of what's out there. if you're struggling, or if you know someone that's struggling. And we've got the ticker tape scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. There are all kinds of resources in the Northeast if you are struggling or you know someone who is. So please do, take note and be aware of them, because they really are there to help you.
There is plenty of links also in the description as well. Have a look at them. It might not be yourself. It could be a loved one. It could be a work colleague. It could be a family member. It could be anybody. One person that we help tonight, all of this is worth it. And I think what's important as well is that a lot of fans and groups have united together today. He has a fantastic message from Supermac.
Hello to everybody who is in support of Martin. I was very, very sad to hear of Martin's death. Someone who was clearly a very big Newcastle United supporter. If something positive can come from such a horrible event, it is something like this, where a fan base comes together with a message of unity, a message that it's okay to reach out for help. Martin, I know you are deeply missed by all your friends and family, and by so many more who never even knew you. So I wish all the events that are taking place in your name, I wish it the very, very best of luck, and I am delighted to be of help in some small way.
Yeah, it was a lovely message by Supermac as well. I've also forgot to mention Sam is also on controls as well, so big shout out to Sam as well. But yeah, it was fantastic, Supermac, and that's the big thing tonight, is that we're all uniting together. So that's the real important message. And one person who has been pushing this event very, very hard is the foundation, but also Ashley. Ashley has been pushing for guests, getting speakers coming on tonight as well. She's worked incredibly hard. She has her message.
Hi, my name's Ashley Lowe, and I'm the Health and Wellbeing Manager at Newcastle United Foundation. All of us here at the foundation and at the club were devastated to hear of Martin's death in December, and tonight we're all gathered together in his memory. Sadly, the work at the foundation through our Be a Game Changer campaign means we know that so many people struggle each and every day. The North East has one of the highest suicide rates in the country, and 1 in 4 of us, or that's 13,000 fans at St James's Park on a match day, will experience mental health issues in our lives. We started Be a Game Changer 2 years ago to try and change those alarming statistics. We want to encourage football fans to speak up about mental health and to know that they're not alone. We hope everyone joining the quiz tonight will feel inspired to start a conversation, whether that's checking in on a loved one with a call or a text, meeting a friend in the park for a coffee, or speaking up if you're struggling. If you'd like to find out more information about our campaign or how we can help, search Newcastle United Foundation Be a Game Changer, or please show your support on social media by using hashtag Be a Game Changer and let's talk about mental health. We hope you enjoyed the quiz tonight, and thanks again for joining us. Good luck.
Yes, good luck. It's coming very, very short. And remember to use the hashtag Be a Game Changer. And yeah, so thank you very much to Ashley, as I say, pushing it, really working hard. So credit to Ashley as well. She's not the only person who will be thanking tonight. But I think, Charlotte, we should get on to it now. Let's start the quiz.
I agree. So those of you at home, this is you just have to, you can whack it in the comments if you want. You can have your pen and paper at the ready. We're going to be asking the questions and giving the answers. This is for fun. There are maybe some things to be won. Who knows? But yes. So we're not gonna like comb through and try and work out who got the answer the quickest or anything. This is to bring us all together to see how much you know, and obviously you can boast to your friends later. So without further ado, I think our first questions come from our esteemed local newspaper, the Chronicle. So the first one, I think we've got Andrew Musgrove.
Hello, Andrew Musgrove here from Chronicle Live, and everything is Black and White Podcast. Just want to say it's a pleasure to be invited to ask a question in this event. Great to see the fan base united and to help such a great cause. Now, my question is about Alan Shearer, and it's about the goal which I think is his greatest in black and white, and it is one he scored against Chelsea on the 25th of April 2004. The score was 2-1 up at St James's Park, and hopefully you remember the goal. He had his back to the goal. He was midway inside the Chelsea half. He turned and fired from distance into the top corner. I just absolutely love that goal. The question is, which Chelsea player did he turn to find the space and to fire the ball into the back of the net? So which Chelsea player did Alan Shearer turn as he scored that beautiful goal for Newcastle against Chelsea in the game on 25th of April 2004?
Do we think we know the answer? It's a tough one. It's going back 16 years. My math, not
Quick
the
one.
best.
Interesting, Charlotte, though. He says that's the greatest ever Shearer goal. Is it?
I don't think you think it is.
No, I think the Everton volley's Shearer's greatest goal.
Yeah, the thing with Shearer's goals is there's just so many to pick from, I think. Right, shall I tell you the answer?
Yeah, please do.
You all ready? The answer is, of course, Chelsea player was Marcel Desailly. There we go. Somebody's got it right. I see it on the screen. Oh, more than one. Excellent. Okay, people are ready. People are doing this. I love it. All right, shall we have another one from the Chronicle? Are we ready for Lee Ryder?
Lee Ryder here from Chronicle Live with questions for the big quiz. Newcastle United survived relegation to the then third division on the final day of the 1991-92 season with a bizarre own goal scored by Steve Walsh. But who was it against?
Tough one.
Do we know that? That's really harking back. An own goal.
Maybe you want to give people thinking time because that is a tough one. I mean, some of our audience might have not even been born back then.
Babies. There's babies in the audience. Do we want to play it again or should we tell?
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to play that again. Yeah,
we'll play it again.
Lee Ryder here from Chronicle Live with questions for the big quiz. Newcastle United survived relegation to the then third division on the final day of the 1991-92 season with a bizarre own goal scored by Steve Walsh. But who was it against?
Oh, we've already got some people with the answer on the screen. It was, in fact, Leicester City. Well done to everybody who's got that one right. Excellent work. I'm very impressed. That was a long old time ago.
That was key. That was key. Remember, Charlotte, because we nearly went down.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we won the league. The next season came up to the Premier League with Keegan.
Of course. This is a history lesson as well as a quiz. All right. Another? Who's ready for another? We've got John Gibson.
Hi, I'm John Gibson, and it's my pleasure to take part in such a prestigious event and for such a good cause as this. May I say to everybody out there that if you feel in any need and require help, please reach out. That is the most important message we can get across here. If I may, I've been asked to do two questions Newcastle United related. First one, I was part of the Magpie group that fought for over 2 years to change the boardroom policy at St James's Park, and it ended with Sir John Hall going in to St James's Park, taking over in the birth of Kevin Keegan and the Entertainers. My question is, when John Hall became chairman of Newcastle United, who did he take over from? A little bit of help when he was chair of Newcastle United. He went onto the board to start with, then he got total control and was chairman. When he was chairman, 1991, who did he take over from?
It's toughie.
Oh, that's so tough.
I didn't know this one off the top of my head when we were prepping this. So, again, been great to learn. Every day is a school day, Lee. Who did Sir John Hall take over from in 1991 as chairman of Newcastle United? The answer, if you know it, is Gordon McKeague.
That's a tough one, Charlotte. That is really tough.
Well, Joe McDermott got it right. I see it. Callie Thompson, I see you on screen. Well done, guys. That's really good. And Gibbo, I think, has another question. So we'll go straight in.
My birthday is on January the 4th, and in 2012, I went to St James's Park on my birthday to watch Newcastle United play Manchester United. I was sitting upstairs in one of the private boxes, and at half time, Alan Shearer came in with a birthday cake with all the candles on it. Was my night made or destroyed by the result? We played Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson's side, with a host of big names. What was the result of that game? January the 4th, 2012.
That's nice. Alan Shearer has yet to bring me a cake on my birthday, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually. It's just still not yet. But I think if people have are ready with their answers, we can give it. Gibbo's night was made because Newcastle won 3-0. So
great game. That was the Kabai Wonder free kick, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then was it the Demba? Was it the same one Demba Bar turned and volleyed it as well?
It might have been.
Yeah, it
was.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you look back at some of those squads and you think, like, all the criticism that you had, like, I'd give anything to see that team play again at the moment. Excellent. Well done, people. I think that's us from the. Is that the Chronicle done now?
We've still got a couple more to go, Charlotte. We've got Warren Barton and 2 from Supermac.
Oh yes, Warren Barton's done it for the Chronicle. I have to apologise. I just I didn't realise. But yeah, so we have Warren Barton's question.
Hi, this is Warren Barton. My question is, what year and which team did we play against when I made my debut for Newcastle? And a bonus point, what was the score? Good luck. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
There he is, Warren Barton, all the way from the USA. Should we have that one again? It was quite quick. Yeah?
Hi, this is Warren Barton. My question is, what year and which team did we play against when I made my debut for Newcastle? And a bonus point, what was the score? Good luck. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
What year and which team did Warren Barton make his debut for Newcastle? It was 1995 and it was Coventry. And for the bonus point, it was 3-0 win. Did we get anybody getting that? There must be some Barton heads in the audience. There we go, John Monroe. Nice work. Okay. We have one more. I have to apologise. I mislaid that memory. We've got Supermac now. Let's have it.
I am credited with scoring Newcastle United's fastest ever goal in a friendly encounter at St Johnstone in 1972. But how many seconds were on the clock when the ball hit the back of the net? Or at least when it crossed the line. Now, let me tell you how this came about. St Johnstone had a big Scandinavian goalkeeper, and what he was doing as we got set up, John Tudor and I were there to take the kick off in the middle of the centre circle, and the goalkeeper was marking with the studs of his boot the 6-yard line, which keepers used to do in those days, so that they would mark the very middle of the 6-yard line. So that gave them the indication of just where exactly the goal was behind them. And so I said to John Tudor, I said, John, he's not looking. His head was down and he's digging away with his boot. So I said, John, just knock it 2 feet diagonally past my left foot. And the whistle went, John knocked it there, and I just took a couple of strides and I smacked it, and it went whizzing over the keeper's head, who was down still marking his 6-yard line. And he didn't look until after the ball had already hit the back of the net and was nestling there on the ground in the goal.
Wow, what a story. It's so nice to get that kind of straight from the horse's mouth when it happened. But how long did it take him to score the goal? Did anybody get it right? It was not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 seconds on the clock for Supermac.
That's a tough one, isn't it? So tough.
Adrian got that one.
Well done, Adrian.
Seeing them coming up on the screen. And then I think Supermac's got one more question for you.
Not long after I joined Newcastle United, I was able to score my first hat-trick for the club. What I'd like to know is, who was the unfortunate goalkeeper that I knocked 3 past? And I'll give you a little clue. I later played with him for England.
Who was the keeper? Do people know? I'm not looking at the comments tonight because I want to be as present as I can for you guys. So I don't know if you've got it, but the answer to that question from Supermac is Ray Clements. Yeah, I see. People getting it. People getting it. Awesome. Well done, guys. It looks like people are doing really well so far. There are, a mix of questions coming, some hard, some probably a bit easier for you. So stay tuned, as well as we've got so many other brilliant contributors to ask questions. Over to you, Lee.
Yeah, we do. We've still got Newcastle Fans TV, NUFC 360. We've got True Faith. We've got NUFC, Wor Flags, Foundation, the police. We've got some huge names still to come, so stay tuned. But first, I want to highlight Josh's story.
Hi guys, my name's Josh Banyard, and a lot of you might know me for the work that I do with the Newcastle United Foundation around the Be a Game Changer campaign, their men's mental health campaign they use to help end the stigma of men actively seeking and talking about their own mental health. And I just wanted to reach out today and let you know how they helped me. I was approached by the foundation when I was at my darkest, and I've never been afraid to admit that I came very close to taking my own life. I contemplated suicide on many occasions due to circumstances in my life that just weren't going my way, and I felt like the only way to fix those problems was to take my own life and help other people grow and move on. And luckily at that time I actually found out about the foundation and the work they do with the Be a Game Changer campaign, and it helped me to reach out and talk to people that I didn't know about my problems, which helped me massively. And the foundation helped me to open up and to release my story, and in the hopings that it'd help other people. At my darkest, I would often walk around for hours and hours and just lose myself in the hopes that something might happen to me, or I'd finally find the braveness inside to end my life and to commit suicide. It made me feel to the point where I just didn't want to carry on, and I didn't want to put my burden onto other people, because I always felt that my problems were my problems alone. The work the foundation do helped me to realise that in me reaching out to people, that would help me and it would help them as well, because I didn't realise the impact it would have on my immediate family and friends. Once I did started reaching out, it really helped me massively in getting over my mental health problems and finding a solution to things and building up enough courage to talk to people and to share my story in the hopes it would help others. And in the long run, it really has. I mean, my story's been shared quite a few times, and I use the foundation as an inspiration to me to help others get over their mental health problems and to try and end the stigma that is attached to men's mental health. The importance of reaching out to people and being able to talk and communicate to your peers, to your family, is massive, and the support it can offer is huge. I think if you can be brave enough to reach out and to seek the help you need, it really is life-changing. It's one of those things that helped shape and change my life for the better, and I couldn't recommend it higher. And the work that the foundation do around men's mental health particularly is absolutely phenomenal. The team they've got that help and support the community are brilliant, and they're a real credit to Newcastle United. I think the most important advice I can ever give is, if you're struggling, reach out. if you're struggling, ask for help. And if you think you know someone that's struggling, then ask them the question. And a great bit of advice I was ever given was ask twice. So you might ask someone if they're okay, and they'll give you a nonchalant answer like, yeah, I'm fine. But ask again. Delve deeper into them and ask them once or twice if they're actually okay. And you'll be amazed at how many people open up and talk to you about their problems. For me, it saved my life. And the Newcastle United Foundation was a huge, huge part of saving my life. And I will forever be grateful to them. I've survived and I live on and I strive on. And I'll always use this time to help push the message about mental health and supporting people, especially the Be a Game Changer campaign, which helped save my life.
You just heard it there. Help saved his life. Josh is an incredible person. He even sent me a WhatsApp earlier on today saying good luck tonight, go and smash it, which is really nice of him. So he's obviously still always thinking of others, but you can see the foundation and Be a Game Changer has helped him massively. It's turned his life around. As I say, if you know anybody, it might be yourself, anybody else, family members, colleagues, whoever it is who might need that help, the links are in the description. It's turned Josh's life around. That's the power that help can get. So thank you very much for that, Josh. Questions then. We're going to move on to Newcastle Fans TV with round 2. And our man behind the camera has a few questions for you. Question 1.
Okay, these are the questions from the lads at Newcastle Fans TV. So here we go. Which former Newcastle United player captained Sunderland in Alan Shearer's final ever Wor Flags derby?
Ooh, can we play that again, please, Sam?
Okay, these are the questions from the lads at Newcastle Fans TV. So here we go. Which former Newcastle United player captained Sunderland in Alan Shearer's final ever Wor Flags derby?
Of course, we all know what happened with that game. 4-1 up. Albert Luque wrapped it up and Shearer celebrating and great. But have we got anybody in the comments who has those answers, please? Stephen Caldwell, yeah, well done, Yusuf. Really well done. Well done, Graham Caldwell. Well done, Richard. Yeah, well done on that. Let's move on to question 2, please.
Next question. How many European goals did Antoine Sobieski score for Newcastle United?
Ooh, Antoine Sobieski. Do you remember him?
Me?
Yeah, Charlotte. Do you remember
you know what? That's so weird because Sam is also behind the scenes helping us with our videos, and him coming on, my brain was like, oh, there he is. He's coming on live. It's a slow day for me. Yeah, I remember Antoine Sobieski. Yeah, I don't know how many European goals he scored for us, though, mind you.
When he was first signed, like, oh no, but he's actually he put a graft in up front. But yeah. How many European goals did Antoine Sobieski score for Newcastle? What is the answer?
The answer is 4. Who didn't love a bit of Sobieski?
As you can see, Sam Mullen is a huge fan of the Frenchman up top. Have we got anybody who's got Sobieski right in the comments with 4 goals? I thought that was quite a tough one. Well done, Fenton. Really well done getting that.
Nice.
Really well done. And remember, we've got some spot prizes coming up later on, so stay tuned for some goodie bags. Question 3, please.
This next one's a tricky one. Can you name the loanee who scored for Newcastle in the League Cup against Watford during Glenn Roeder's reign as Newcastle United manager?
That is a very, very tough one. So we'll give people enough thinking time. Can we replay that message?
This next one's a tricky one. Can you name the loanee who scored for Newcastle in the League Cup against Watford during Glenn Roeder's reign as Newcastle United manager?
Now, this, when we were doing prep, I had to check this out because that was a tough one. That's tough, isn't it, Charlotte?
That's a really tough question. And it also makes me just sad again about Glenn Roeder and the news.
Yeah, sadly, Glenn Roeder sadly passed away not so long ago. So our thoughts, of course, go out to his family, loved ones. But have we got anybody who's got the answers? Because that was a tough one. And there's probably a name that is a little bit left field for everybody. But yeah, Heidi's got it right.
Heidi's got it.
Well done, Giuseppe Rossi. And remember, he's playing second fiddle to Michael Owen.
Yeah.
And then he came on loan. I thought, oh, great, we've got a striker here, but never really set that world delight in Newcastle. And he's gone on to do bigger and better stuff at Villarreal and so on. But yeah, well done, everybody. Question 4.
From which club did Newcastle United sign Tino Asprilla?
Ooh, I think that's a fairly easy one. Can we replay that message?
From which club did Newcastle United sign Tino Asprilla?
Of course, we all remember Tino coming in the court and in the snow and shaking hands in his debut against Middlesbrough when he'd done that Cruyff turn and whipped it in. And then Steve Watson goes in, heads it in. But yeah, Palmer, well done. Drew, well done. Dylan as well. Fantastic, well done. Palmer, yeah, Talk Iceman, really well done as well. Now we have a huge person speaking next. He's only, Charlotte, the record-breaking goal scorer at Newcastle United. Alan Shearer is on the event. Here is his question.
It's which team did I score my first Premier League hat-trick for Newcastle?
Let's replay that one once more.
It's which team did I score my first Premier League hat-trick for Newcastle?
I mean, first of all, we've got Alan Shearer involved, Charlotte. Alan Shearer.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. I was very excited when we started talking about like who we might get involved, and I didn't really ever think that we'd managed to swing a coup like this one. So it's very exciting. But I know that Alan Shearer has his own charities and is very active in the sort of charity scene up here. So it's great to have him on board tonight.
Let's find out what the answer is.
And of course, the answer is Leicester.
It was Leicester. Yeah, did anybody get in the comments? I remember that game. It was Casey Keller in goal for Leicester, and Shearer, absolute thunder blaster into the top corner. Yeah, loads of people are getting that. And of course, last minute equaliser when Lee Clark slid it across the box, and it was 4-3 win against Leicester. Moving on, and it's not the first time we'll hear from Alan Shearer as well, by the way. He is on a little bit later. Moving on, one of the most favourable journalists in the Northeast has a question for you.
Hello everyone, my name is George Culkin of The Athletic, in dire need of a number for Gillinton's barber, but please don't tell the coppers. Hope you're all having a great night and well done on raising funds for such a fantastic cause. Here's my question. In Sir Bobby Robson's first home match in charge, Newcastle famously stuffed Sheffield Wednesday 8-0 with Alan Shearer scoring 5 goals. But who opened the scoring for Newcastle in that match? So in Sir Bobby's first home match in charge of Newcastle, the team stuffed Sheffield Wednesday 8-0 and Alan Shearer scored 5 times. But who opened the scoring for the team that day?
Everyone remembers the 8-0 win and Shearer scoring, but they can never get it right in order who got the first one. But have we got anybody who was watching live in the comments? Have they got them? Have they got them? Some people are saying Aaron Hughes, says Heidi. I think we should find out what the answer is, though.
I agree.
The answer is Aaron Hughes, officially the nicest man in football. Have a great night, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Officially, says George. Yeah, and obviously George is taking Mickey a little bit out of Joe Litton visiting barbers, which was a bit naughty. But yes, well done on everybody who's got Aaron Hughes scored the first one in Sir Bobby's first home game in charge. And keeping the theme with the Northeast, a lovable character who's on Sky has a question for you next.
Hey everybody, Pete Graves here from Sky Sports. Hope you're enjoying the quiz so far. I'm coming to you live. Well, actually, I'm not live, but coming to you from Newcastle Central Station. Anyway, my question is this. 8th of February 1992 was Kevin Keegan's first game in charge of Newcastle. They beat Bristol City 3-0. It was an amazing day. I was standing on the Milburn paddock. What a day it was. Start of a new era. Anyway, my question is this. They won 3-0. 3 goal scorers. David Kelly scored twice. Who scored the other goal? So that's the question. 8th of February 1992, Kevin Keegan's first game in charge of Newcastle. They beat Bristol City 3-0 at St James's Park. David Kelly scored the first goal and the third goal. But who scored the one in the middle? Answers, please. Good luck.
You're such a good talker, when you, Charlotte.
Isn't he? I really feel weird though, because the one of George, we were looking down at him, and then Keith was looking down at us. So I feel like I don't know what height I am with these question askers, but he is brilliant. He what an excellent question as well.
It's a tough one as well. Going back a little bit, who scored the goal? Well, let's find out.
Okay, here's the answer to my question, guys. It was Kevin Keegan's first game in charge. They beat Bristol City 3-0, February 1992. David Kelly scored 2 of the goals on the day, but who got the goal in the middle, the third goal, or the second on the day, if you like? Well, the other goal scorer was, in fact, the brilliant Liam O'Brien. So well done to those of you that got it. Liam O'Brien, who loved scoring against Sunderland, didn't he? But he also got one on that first game in charge for Kevin Keegan against Bristol City. Liam O'Brien is the answer. Well done if you got it.
Yeah, Chris has got it really well done. I mean, I didn't know the answer to that question because that's going back before our time, mine and Charlotte's time. But yeah, Liam O'Brien, famous for scoring that wonderful free kick at Roker Park.
Yeah.
Running off, celebrating, doing that. Yeah, so that is the end of Newcastle Fans TV's questions. We'll be moving on to NUFC 360 in just a second, but we wanted to highlight a charity called Mind, who do some fantastic stuff in Newcastle. There is a link in the description below, but have a look at this video. Yeah, Mind do some absolutely incredible stuff. Some of those stats alone, Charlotte, was alarming, just saying that 1 in 4 people will suffer from mental health, but also the Northeast has the highest rate amongst men for suicides, and the UK has the highest in Europe. So we need to get stats down, and if anyone is struggling, Charlotte, the links are in the description for everyone, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and please do. It's easier said than done, and nobody wants to take away from that. But please do reach out to family, friends, or one of the links in the description today, because it's nobody wants you to go. So please do, please do.
Please do. We've still got a lot more people coming up speaking about it, because the aim is to try and help one person tonight. That is the aim. All the credible work that everyone's doing. We can help one person. Job done for us. Right, let's move on to round 3, which is NUFC 360, and Tom has a question for you.
Hi everyone, it's Tom here from NUFC 360. Our question for you is, what date did Alan Shearer become Newcastle manager? So for this one, we need the day, the month, and the year. Good luck.
It seems so strange, Charlotte. We've actually seen a face from NUFC 360, haven't we?
I know, it's the faceless account. But it's nice to finally put faces to names. I don't know if we have names.
Names to faces, faces to names. I know what you're trying to say, but yeah, that was a question from Tom. He wants the date of when Alan Shearer was appointed in that troublesome season. So I think we should play the question again, give everyone some thinking time.
Hi everyone, it's Tom here from NUFC 360. Our question for you is, what date did Alan Shearer become Newcastle manager? So for this one, we need the day, the month, and the year. Good luck.
So the day, the month, and the year when Alan Shearer was in, what was a temporary charge, caretaker charge towards the end of the season.
I think he still hasn't heard back from the club about it. So technically still in charge.
Yes, Tom with the answer.
The answer is the 1st of April 2009.
Well done to any of us in the live chat who've got that right. The 1st of April 2009. Wow, the mag. Good knowledge. April 1st, 2009. The Chronicle. I mean, the Chronicle guys, you should know every single
You've got to
question.
know that.
You've
Come
got
on.
to know that. Olivia, life goal. Yeah, loads are getting it right. Really well done. David Lothar. Yeah, really well done. And we've also got another face from NUFC 360, and it's also another Tom. He has his question.
Hey guys, it's Tom from NUFC 360 here, and my question is, which Newcastle player has scored the most free kicks in the Premier League?
This sounds obvious, but when you think about some of the players who can score free kicks in the Premier League years, I mean, I'm already thinking 3 already. So let's replay that question.
Hey guys, it's Tom from NUFC 360 here, and my question is, which Newcastle player has scored the most free kicks in the Premier League?
I mean, as I say, there's 3 names springing to mind, but let's have a look at what the other Tom has said about the answer.
The answer is Martin Lorimer.
Does that surprise you, Charlotte?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. And I genuinely wasn't, because I haven't looked at all these answers beforehand. I want to be totally clear that I'm in the same boat as a lot of you. I'm in a worse boat, actually, because my memory's terrible for stuff that's like not the last 5 years. I did love Robert as a player, so I'm happy that it's him, but I am surprised. Who else was in your head, Lee?
Nobby Solano. I had Solano in my head, Shearer, because I remember a few blasts outside the box. So those were the 3, but interesting. Laurent Robert, which a lot years again. David's gotten it right again. I've seen a few comments which I've missed, and he's all getting it right. So really well done. But I did say we are hearing from Mr. Shearer later. We are, but we've also got a question from his son.
Hi everyone, I'm Will Shearer, and the question is, can you name the starting 11 for that infamous 4-4 result, Arsenal v Newcastle?
Oh now, that is a very, very, very tough question. Let's replay that.
Hi everyone, I'm Will Shearer, and the question is, can you name the starting 11 for that infamous 4-4 result, Arsenal v Newcastle?
Now, I'm not expecting everybody just to start typing that quick, but Charlotte, what do you remember of that game, man?
Well, I was there. I was at it with my dad, and my override. God, I couldn't name the starting. Well, I can name you a few, but I remember. Oh my God, I remember begging my dad to leave at half time because we were 4-1 down or 4-0 down, 4-1 down, I think, and I was like, please, this is awful. It's so embarrassing. Like, it's terrible, and then at the after half time, a lot of people either stayed in on the concourse drinking inside, or had gone, because like there were loads of people gone. And when that 4th goal went in, honestly, my dad nearly like killed me with his grip. It was so excitable. I couldn't believe it. And he was like, I left a game early in 1989 and I'll never do it again, because we ended up winning. So yeah, that was my memory of that day. It was absolutely mint.
Yeah, and that goal by Chiote, rest in peace. What a goal that was. And the celebrations running around, and the people's elbow by Steve Harper, it was absolutely fantastic. I've seen a couple of your comments there, but let's find out the answer to that.
And the answer is Steve Harper, Danny Simpson, Mike Williamson, Fabrizio Colacini, Jose Enrique, Kevin Nolan, Joey Barton, Czech Tiote, Jonas Gutierrez, Peter Lovenkrands, and Leon.
You did say Leon Best at the end, but the audio went. But did we have anybody, Sam? Can you put a couple of those comments up once again?
What a crew.
Because if you've got that right, I mean, that is some knowledge. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that is some knowledge if you know the starting lineup from the 4-4 game off the top of your head. I mean, credit to you. I mean, really well done. Yeah, look at that. Somebody's on name.
People are getting it. Amazing. I loved Colacini, I love those curly locks.
We'll not sing his song. Not in this platform. Let's not. But we do have a former Newcastle United goalkeeper next with a question.
Hello, I'm Tim Krul, and I've got a question for you. Which 2 teams merged to make Newcastle United?
I mean, if you don't know that one, you should really question yourselves whether you're a Newcastle United fan. We'll just replay it again, though.
Hello, I'm Tim Krul, and I've got a question for you. Which 2 teams merged to make Newcastle United?
So, which two teams merged together in 1892 to make Newcastle United? And oh, he's great, and he still speaks. He still speaks really well of the club and the people, and he's obviously his girlfriend. I think his wife now actually is a Geordie, and his little one's got a little bit of a Geordie accent as well. But oh yeah, Tim Krul.
Facebook always does those memories, doesn't it? And it's like 10 years ago or whatever, and all my Facebook statuses were just the words Tim Krul, because he was such a good keeper for us, and he'd obviously like won us the day or something. So I just changed my Facebook status to Tim Krul.
And remember the display at Spurs, brilliant, in his debut, Palermo. Yeah, but I think everyone should know this, but we'll find out what the answer is from Tim Krul.
The answer of the question is Newcastle West End and Newcastle East End. Have a good evening, guys.
Thank you very much, Tim Krul. And we've got a spot prize for this question. Now, don't go blaming me or Charlotte because we're not controlling. Sam is going to pick a winner in the live chat right now. If you can display a winner for us, Sam. Glenn Cooper. Is that Glenn Cooper? Is that who you're selecting, Sam? The winner, the West End is the best.
Not technically the answer, but I think he probably knows the answer.
Not technically the answer, but if that's the guy you're selecting, Sam, behind the camera, Glenn Cooper, can you please message Newcastle Fans TV's Facebook page, and we'll get them sent to you. You've just won yourself a little goodie bag, and so well done, Glenn. So please message our Newcastle Fans TV Facebook page, and we'll get them sent to you, some goodie bags. And we've got 3 more to win a little bit later. So thank you very much, Tim Krul. Now on to someone who doesn't live too far. Well, I say live, was brought up not too far away from me. Lindsay Hipgrove has a question.
Hi, it's Lindsay Hipgrove here, and the question is, how many European goals did Alan Shearer score for Newcastle?
Again, I think that's a tough one. We'll replay that again for everyone at home.
Hi, it's Lindsay Hipgrove here, and the question is, how many European goals did Alan Shearer score for Newcastle?
I mean, I had to research this answer. I'm not going to lie, Charlotte, because it's a tough one. But you think about when Shearer had the old UEFA Cup and the Champions League, didn't he? So it is a tough one. But he has Tom with the answer.
The answer is 31.
31. Are you surprised by that, Charlotte?
Yeah, I had a lower number in my head for some reason, but I mean, more fool me. It should have been really high.
Yeah, I was going with 27, but yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I was late 20s. I had late 20s in my head for some reason.
Anyone get that right in the comments? You'll see your name displayed, but 31 is the correct answer. I thought that was quite a toughie, really tough one. Right, on to the next one, who's a massive, massive name amongst the YouTube world. I think he's got over 1 million followers on both of his YouTube platform and Twitter platforms. It's Will, isn't he?
Me, True Geordie's mate, and I'm here to ask you a question. In what minute did Lee Bowyer and Kieran Dyer get sent off when they tried to scrap each other all those years ago against Villa?
So what minute did Lee Bowyer and Kieran Dyer have a fight on the pitch against Aston Villa? Let's replay that message, though.
Me, True Geordie's mate, and I'm here to ask you a question. In what minute did Lee Bowyer and Kieran Dyer get sent off when they tried to scrap each other all those years ago against Villa?
Charlotte, what do you remember that game?
So energetic, isn't he? So energetic.
Bouncy, isn't he? That's what we want.
Yeah, he's a proper YouTuber, isn't he? I just remember that scrap from the game, really. I don't know what minute it was, though. Do you?
I didn't know the exact minute, but I think I remember more for Stephen Taylor on the goal line. If you remember, that was the same game, wasn't it?
It's such a dramatic one, wasn't it?
It's like, I found the ball. Let's hide it. It's being shot. But here is Tom once more with the answer.
The answer is the 82nd minute.
Yeah, it was late in the game.
Yeah, it was. It was the 82nd minute. And remember, Souness dragged them into a press conference after that game and basically made them speak. But yeah, 82nd minute. I thought that was quite a tough one. Be interesting to see if any of you have got that right in the comments below. We have one more question from 360, and it's a former Newcastle defender.
Hi everyone, it's Steve Howie here. My question is, and it's a little bit of a two-parter. First bit is, how much exactly did Newcastle pay for my ex-teammate Alan Shearer? And for a little pat on the back, what was the significance of the fee being paid for the transfer? Bye.
So, how much did Alan Shearer basically sign for Newcastle for the world record, and a little bit of significant fee of it? I thought when I was reading that, it was a bit of a trick question, Charlotte, because it was like, is he trying to trick me? I'm sure I know the answer to the Alan Shearer one, but there is a little bit of a fee added on top of the. I'm trying not to give the answer away a little bit, yeah. But
you're helping people out.
I'm trying to help people. It's not the fee what everybody's going to think.
Yeah, I was like, I know, because it was on the front page of the Chronicle, and it was just the number, and I'm ready to answer this question. But now you're telling me I might not know.
I was doubting myself. I was like, I'm sure it's that figure. But let's find out what the answer is from Tom.
The answer is 15.6 million.
15.6 million. So I think if anybody says 15 million, we're going to give that, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. Well, Life Goals got it right, and it was a world record. It was a world record. I remember it was very, very exciting.
Yeah, Kirsty's got it right. Yeah, Shearer standing there outside of the gala getting loads of. Shearer always tells the story that there's loads of fans, youngsters bunking off school to go and see Shearer, and it was Alan Robson interviewing him, wasn't there? So, yeah, great memories back in '96. But that is the end of round 3, and we do have Charlotte taking over very, very shortly with the NUFC and True Faith coming up. But again, if you want to reach out, this event is all aimed at helping people, and Citizens Advice do a fantastic job in Newcastle. Here's their message.
Hello, I'm Shona Alexander from Citizens Advice Newcastle. We're a local charity, and we're here to give people free advice, confidentially, on whatever problems are really getting to them, whether that's money worries or family worries, whatever it is, we are here to help. And we are a really proud game changer. We really love the work that Newcastle United Foundation are doing to help people who are really at the end of the tether and for whom it's getting too much. Nobody should have to go through anything like that on their own. And our free information advice is here, ready to help people here in Newcastle. So please get in touch with us. We're on the end of the phone, our website is there, we do web chat, we do all sorts. Please get in touch. If you know someone who's going through a tough time and a bit of advice could really help them, we're here for them. Thanks.
So please get in touch if you know anybody who can seek any help, advice. Citizens Advice are there for you, not just Newcastle, or across the whole of the UK as well. There is a link in the description. But I'm going to give my voice to rest. I'm going to give it to Charlotte next to hand over the reins.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Lee. Wonderful hosting so far. Next groups we've had asking questions. We've got Newcastle United Supporters Trust, whomst I am here with my NUFC hat on, and by hat I mean dreadful roots, because I too am desperate for Joe Linton's barber to do something to my hair. But we're going to hear from Greg at the Trust with a few questions, and then I'm going to ask a few live because we're mixing things up. But we'll have Greg first. Sam, if you could play Greg's first question, that would be great.
Who did Newcastle lose to in the Intertoto Cup final?
Okay, who did Newcastle United lose to in the Intertoto Cup final? Do you know? Shall we have the answer?
That was Troyes, or Trois if you speak French.
When I first got that back, I was like, he said it right. Oh no, he's doing the actual accent. There we go. Dylan Ryan's got it right. Well done. Trois is French. We have to say it French.
Remember that game? Yeah, we were 4-1 down at St James's Park because Solano scored the opener, and we went 4-1 down, and we scored literally in the dying seconds. I thought we can do this, but sadly no. 4-4 we lost in away goals, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. Technically a draw we had in the comments there. I suppose so on both legs, but. Great, everybody getting the answer right. Well done. I'm very impressed. Let's have another.
Which Newcastle United striker could boast 10 goals from just 11 starts in the 2009-10 season?
That is, I hope we all noticed, a different shirt Greg had on. He's doing a costume change. If anyone remembers Mariah Carey's Cribs, which I'm sure none of you do, there were many costume changes in that, and that's my only reference for things like this. But yes, very good. That's the McEwen's 94, I think, strip. I've got that top as well, the away one, the blue one. So, which player got? Well, can we have the question again? I'm never going to get it right.
Which Newcastle United striker could boast 10 goals from just 11 starts in the 2009-10 season?
It's a toughie. I wonder if anyone's getting it right. Let's have the answer and see who's got it.
The answer, of course, Shola Amiobi.
Lovely Shola. Stay tuned if you're a Shola fan. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There we go. Mark Stockley got it right. Very good. Very good. Anybody else? Did anybody else? It was Shola. 10 goals from 11 starts. Really good. Well done, Graham, as well. And others. All right. Should we have Greg's final question?
Which former Ajax academy player did United pay £6.5 million for in 2012?
A great question. Which former
another costume change.
Another costume change. You're absolutely right to point it out, Lee. We love to see it and see the array of Newcastle shirts that Greg has in his wardrobe, and the effort he's gone to there to mix things up, keep things spicy for us. May we have the answer, please?
That was Vernon Anita.
That was Anita, who cost us 6.5 million from the Ajax Academy. Did anybody get it right? I'm sure some people did. Yes, Matty H, I see it. Okay, so I'm going to ask questions live, mixing. I know. Are you all so excited? Okay.
We've also, Charlotte, got a question from Alan Shearer in your group as well.
Excellent. Should we put him in before I do my lives, or do you want to do it? Let's have him now. Let's have Shearer now.
Against which team did I score my record-breaking 201st goal for Newcastle?
A great question. A great question. Against which team did he score his record-breaking 201st goal for Newcastle? I'm sure lots of people know this. We've got a lot of Shearer heads in the comments. I'm sure of it.
There's also spot prize as well for this one.
Spot prize for this one, so get your answers in. Sam, may we have the answer, please?
It was Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, and a big grin from Alan, Mr. Shearer. All right, spot prize. Sam, could you pull up the answer for whoever's going to win the spot goodie bag for that question? There we go, Mick Pilch, and that's through Facebook. Thank you, Mick. Well done. If you could message the Newcastle Fans TV Facebook page, we'll get goodie bags sent out to you as soon as we can. Thank you so much for participating. Right, so on behalf of Newcastle United Supporters Trust, I will also ask a few questions and see how you do. Pete Graves asked a question earlier about Kevin Keegan's first game in charge at St James's Park, but my question is, who were the opponents for Kevin Keegan's first away game in charge?
Oh, I don't even know that.
Cast your mind back to Kevin Keegan's first away game in charge. Who were the opponents?
It's a tough one. I know that one.
It's a tough one. The answer is Blackburn. Did we get any correct answers in the comments? As I said, I'm not looking at the comments today. So yes, Drew Hardy, nice work. You're better than Lee at that.
Much better than me on that one.
Blackburn, there we go. Look, people getting it. People getting it. I honestly, I'm always in awe. Like, my memory is just not as good for this sort of thing. And I've never been very good at like exams and that because I just always forget like those little details, and it just impresses me so much. Well done, guys. Okay, next question. How many red cards did Newcastle receive in the 01-02 season? How many red cards did we receive in the 2001-2002 season?
Oh, Bobby season, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. The answer is 0. We didn't receive any red cards that season. Kind of a trick question.
Oh, it was a trick question. Come on.
No, maybe not, because I just want the number, and the number is 0. Did anybody get 0? I don't know. Maybe.
I was going to go and guess a 4, to be honest.
Lee Cuthbert got it. No, it was 0. Keith, amazing. Amazing, you guys. I'm so impressed. Okay. I'm going to ask my final one on behalf of NUST. Which Portuguese side did United face in the Europa League in 2012? Do you know that one, Lee?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Mine aren't that hard. Sorry, I was talking over you. It was rude. Which Portuguese side did United face in the Europa League in 2012? It was Maritimo. So well done. There we go, John. Excellent work. Well done to those of you at home who aren't commenting, but have it. And I know you have it. I can feel it. It's radiating. So well done to you all. Ashley Douglas, I see you. Excellent work. And next, that's round 4 done, right?
It is, yeah. You're going to do True Faith in just a second, but we've got a couple of clips to bring to you all. So there is a fantastic cafe which is very, very local, and it is Road to Recovery. Have a look at this.
Hello, I'm Mark. I'm one of the trustees at the Road to Recovery Trust. So this is the Unity Cafe at George Street Social. This is the kind of the headquarters in Newcastle for the Road to Recovery Trust. The cafe is exactly what you think it is. We serve coffee, we do drinks, but more importantly, it's the centre for social activities, recovery groups, financial support, mental health support, all of the things that we do to support people in recovery. The Road to Recovery Trust and George Street Social offer a route back to normal living for people in recovery, and this is where it all happens. So please come down and see us as soon as you can.
Yeah, so as in George Street, which is based in Newcastle, Road Recovery, pop along. Obviously, with COVID pending, of course, get yourselves there when we start allowing to go back out to our freedom, of course, and the lockdown has affected a lot of people. So maybe you just want to pop your head in and maybe you just want to go and visit, have a coffee. Simple as that. You can have a look at it, Road to Recovery. Again, there's links in the description for that. And we've also got another group who it's called If You Care, Share. Have a look at this.
Hi everybody, I'm Matthew Smith from If You Care Share Foundation. We are a suicide prevention and bereavement support charity and are here to help people across the Northeast. So if you are struggling, if you feel like you may need to speak to somebody, then please do get in touch. You can get in touch with us via our website, which is www.ifyoucareshare.co.uk, or you can give us a call on 0191 387 5661, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Thank you and take care.
So once again, if you're having any thoughts of suicide, or if you know anybody who is having these kind of thoughts, get them in touch with If You Care Share, because again, they could help save one person. That's the aim tonight. That's why we're putting on this magnificent event for everybody at home. But yes, please do. The link is in the description for that. Right, we're going to move on. Charlotte, back to you.
We are on to round 5, which is excellent. Thank you all for sticking with it. Thank you all for engaging with us this evening. It's just so great to see so many watching and playing along, and hopefully taking on board some of the really important messages that we are sharing with you this evening. Ian Pearson there saying the Recovery Cafe is an amazing social enterprise. Yeah, until we started doing this, I didn't know about it, and I actually cycle. I do quite a lot of cycling, and I cycled past George Street Social today coming up on the boulevard, and I wondered what it was. I was like, oh yeah, like we've been doing this, and I realized that I've put two and two together. It's really close to the ground. It's an amazing enterprise. So yes, support it if you can, and if you need to use it, please do. They are there for that. On to round 5's questions from True Faith. So we have a couple of people from the True Faith Newcastle United fanzine and podcast, which I'm also a part of, but I'm not wearing that hat today, asking questions. So I think we are starting with Mark Corby.
After an absence of 17 years, Newcastle returned to Europe in September 1994. But who scored United's first goal upon this return?
It's a great question. Memories of going back into Europe. Mark, of course, who does a lot of the nostalgia stuff for us and on his own Facebook page, which is just brilliant. Can we hear the question once more, please, Sam?
After an absence of 17 years, Newcastle returned to Europe in September 1994. But who scored United's first goal upon this return?
Who scored the first goal when we got back into Europe in 1994? I don't have many memories of 1994 because I'm a tiny child. I was not as young as I was like 5 or 6, I think, around then. So I haven't committed that one to memory. So Sam, could we please have that answer?
Robert Lee.
There we go. That's Rob Lee. Excellent. Did we get anybody getting that in the comments? I'm sure plenty of people watching. Yeah, there we go, David. Plenty of people watching will remember that. Michael Bates, nice. Chris Finley, Rob Lee, excellent work. Well done.
What a player.
What a player. So good. All right, Mark isn't done yet. He's got a couple more for you. Next one, please, Sam.
The 1996-97 season was famous for that 5-0 victory over Manchester United at St James's Park. But what was the score in the return fixture at Old Trafford later that season?
It's a great question. It's a great question. What was the score when we played Man United back at Old Trafford after we had thrashed them 5-0 earlier on in the season? I remember that so well. And I was quite little, and my brother used to go to the football, and my grandma bought him a mug with 5-0 printed on it. And I was like, why can't I have one? She was like, well, you're a girl. I was like, well, I'll show you all. And look at me now. What was the score? Could we have the answer, please?
0-0.
What an anticlimax. At least it was... Well, at least it wasn't a loss, eh? I'm sure we had plenty of people getting that one right in the comments as well, as we have with all of these questions. Yeah. Oh, 6-2 from Craig Dodd. Oh, we're getting some wrong answers.
2-0, Mark got it right. Yeah, it's a tough one, that, man, because I thought we got beat 2-0 later that season, because I remember the Charity Shield, the thump were 4-0, and we done them 5-0, and I actually still thought, did we get beat again? But I thought we did, so learn something new.
Well, if it's wrong, I would take it up with Mark, but Mark's pretty good on this stuff, so I think I might be right. And let's have his last one.
Following promotion back to the Premier League in 2010, Newcastle had 2 players who scored hat-tricks in our first season back. Andy Carroll was one. Who got the other?
Who scored hat-tricks following our promotion back into the Premier League? Andy Carroll and who? Imagine Andy Carroll scoring a hat-trick for us. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? If he could do that next week, that would be excellent. That would really help. So I'm just putting that out into the universe. Can we have the question one more time, and then we'll have the answer?
Following promotion back to the Premier League in 2010, Newcastle had 2 players who scored hat-tricks in our first season back. Andy Carroll was one. Who got the other?
Do we know? Can we have the answer, please, Sam?
Leon Best.
There we go. It was Leon Best. I'm sure we had a lot of people getting that one right in the comments as well. What a season coming back in. Yeah, Mick Pilch I see you, Michael Ashby, getting it right. Really good. Thanks again, Sam, for all the work you're doing behind the scenes for us here. It's very appreciated. So I just want to shout you out again. All right. So Mark said his piece, but True Faith isn't done with yet. So we've also got Adam Widrington, who has asked a few questions for you guys. Sam, may we have his first?
Rafa Benitez's biggest league win as Newcastle manager came against which side?
Speedy. Back to the Rafa days. Can we have it once more, please?
Rafa Benitez's biggest league win as Newcastle manager came against which side?
I wonder if people know biggest league win. May we have the answer?
The answer is QPR.
QPR. There you go. Rafa Benitez. Oh, we've got 6-0 away. We've got people with it right. I suppose this is quite recent history, but excellent work with the score as well. Really good. Awesome. Look, QPR. We've got it. We've got it. All right. Shall we have Adam Widrington's next question, please?
Alan Shearer managed 11 hat-tricks in his entire career. How many did he get in the league for Newcastle United?
That is okay. It's another Shearer one for you Shearer heads. I'm sure that's like 100% of you. Alan Shearer and his hat-tricks. How many did he get in the league for Newcastle United? Could we have the answer, please?
The answer is 2.
It's quite low.
Yeah. But he was prolific elsewhere, so it's all right. There we go. Michael Ashby knew. Very good. Yeah, it's look that I think that's why it's a good question, because you'd think, oh, it must be quite high. But look, you see, we've got several people getting it. Yeah, well done, everybody. And Adam's final question, please, for True Faith.
Who was Sir Bobby Robson's first signing for Newcastle United?
Well, we've hit a theme there, haven't we? Like iconic managers. Could we have that one once more, please, Sam?
Who was Sir Bobby Robson's first signing for Newcastle United?
There we go. Who was Sir Bobby's first signing? Can you cast your minds back to the early noughties and remember? Sam, may we have the answer?
The answer is Kevin Gallagher.
There we go. Did you get it right? Did anyone get it right? I'm not in control. It's very weird. There we go. Dylan Ryan's on fire tonight. I'm seeing your name come up a lot. Well done. There we go. Loads of people getting that right. Excellent work. Very well done. And that rounds out round 5, I think, right?
It does, yeah. We're going to move on to Wor Flags in a couple more minutes' time. But yeah, thank you very much, Charlotte. We are just over halfway. We've got 3 more groups to come. But first, obviously, as it's all great having some quiz questions and big names involved, which is fantastic. But again, we're doing this event for Be a Game Changer. Please use the hashtag Be a Game Changer on social media. And we wanted to highlight another story. Josh spoke a little bit earlier, which was fantastic, incredibly brave of him. And there's another person who's going to tell their story. Here is Scott's.
My name's Scott, and I was involved in one of the early courses of the foundation, which was the 12th man, which then extracted me, went on to do a lot of work with the Be a Game Changer campaign. 3 years ago now, I had a really rough time where things just got on top of it. I was doing too much at work. Things weren't going right at work. I was bottling all my problems up, as most men do, and I just didn't really have anywhere to turn to. And it got to the point where I just didn't want to go on anymore. It got to the lowest point, and I had to go and seek some medical help at first, because it was the only way out of it. Because, as you know, as a man, these things are very hard to talk about. You bottle them up, you hide them, you put the fake smile on everybody, and there wasn't really anywhere to go to, anywhere to talk to. It was a case of you get to the end point and it's either you're not here or you go to the doctor and they give you tablets. So at that point, there was no real support. The Game Changer is huge because it allows men to come out into an environment that they're comfortable with and discuss all the problems and all the matters that they have there in a background of football or a culture where everyone is a lot more comfortable with it, as opposed to sitting in a doctor's surgery and talking to a stranger that way. It doesn't work. So if you can open up to people you know or other supporters of like football and things, you can actually open up and have a more of a normal conversation. Then you can bring it into the play. So because it was the first time I'd really opened up. It was the first time I'd ever come out and told everybody how I felt. Even my family found out through the Game Changer campaign and not through me, because it was the first time I'd had the confidence to actually speak up and say, this is what's been going on. This was the problems that I've had. So it's played a massive, massive part in my confidence and how I change things going forward. I took a lot of skills from that. Reach out there, go onto the social media groups that the foundation have. Hit the Be a Game Changer on Facebook. There's so many groups, there's so many people there now that are willing to talk. I'm on there, and I know a lot of others that are all on there, and they'll support anybody that's out there and needs a little bit of help. You know, we're all in the same boat, we're all fighting for the same end game, so we're all there to help. Be a game changer. Let's talk about mental health. Let's be in there together.
So that was a lovely message. Thank you very much, Scott, for sharing your story. Hopefully it does hammer home that, you know, anybody can reach out. And Scott couldn't talk to his family. He reached out to Be a Game Changer first, which was absolutely fantastic. And again, that's incredible work. Charlotte's mentioned that earlier on the show, at the Be a Game Changer at Newcastle United Foundation, the work that they had done. And it's fantastic to see people speak out. Ian's mentioned there, praising Scott there, and so is Mike. So thank you for the nice comments. And you should always open up if you can. It's easier said than done, but if you need a stranger, Be a Game Changer, go and have a look, go and seek help. There's a link in the description for all the links for Be a Game Changer. More on those guys a little bit later, because the foundation set of questions are coming up after Wor Flags, which we're going to move on to. And I must say, these are probably the toughest questions of the whole event. And if you get these right, I am very, very impressed. But here we go. Question 1 for Wor Flags, please.
There was a huge surfer that covered the Gallagher in Rafa's last game. To have the flag back in time, how many miles did Wor Flags travel from St James's Park to Poland and back?
Now, I know all these are going to be jumping on Google Maps trying to work it out how far it gets from Poland back to Newcastle. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to be expecting the exact answer. The nearest 100, I think, will be fair. Don't you think, Charlotte?
Yeah, I think the nearest 100's okay. Get a ballpark.
Yeah, I got a ballpark. We're not going to want the exact figure, but let's replay that question once again.
There was a huge surfer that covered the Gallagher in Rafa's last game. To have the flag back in time, how many miles did Wor Flags travel from St James's Park to Poland and back?
So, from St James's Park all the way to Poland and back, how many miles did that flag travel? And the answer is 2,458. I'm not expecting anybody to get that, but to the nearest 100. Oh, John Hogg, really well done. To the nearest 100.
Nice.
Well done. Finley, not too far away. That's a good effort. Really well done. It's a tough question. It really is. Jacob, another one, not far off as well. 2,458 is the exact answer. Really tough, that one. But moving on to question 2 from Wor Flags.
Against which team was the Kevin Keegan quote banner? He's only one man displayed.
So against which team was that banner, which you've seen on your screen, displayed against? Let's get the question once again.
Against which team was the Kevin Keegan quote banner? He's only one man displayed.
Do you miss Wor Flags, Charlotte?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I think that Flags displays have been so brilliant. I think so, they're really good at capturing the mood. It's not just like brilliant waving a flag. Sometimes it's like, this is us, this is our city, and it just, I think they're excellent. I really, yeah.
Oh, they're brilliant. Hopefully we see them back very, very soon inside home and away grounds. Brilliant flag displays. Love them. I was always under the surfer flags and everything, loving it, videoing it for our channel. It was fantastic and loved it. And seeing the photos from the other end of the ground afterwards was brilliant. But the answer to that question is Burnley. That is a tough one. Again, anybody get that right? Tom, C, absolutely brilliant. Well done, Tom. You've got that really well. Burnley, Ian, where are we getting these people from? These are incredible.
Fantastic.
Great answers. If you remember that, fantastic. Right, let's have a look at question 3 from Wor Flags.
On Miggy Almiron's home debut, a banner was displayed in the Gallowgate to welcome him. What is the rough translation?
I think we need that one more time, please, Sam.
On Miggy Almiron's home debut, a banner was displayed in the Gallowgate to welcome him. What is the rough translation?
Charlotte, you speak Spanish?
Un poquito. Hablo un poquito español, sí.
Oh, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Now, I don't speak Spanish, but I believe that banner can kind of 2 answers. So if you give us one or the other, I think we'll accept either. I believe it states for I want to count with you, if I'm right. Or it can also mean I want to rely on you. We want to do this together. Am I right, Charlotte?
Yeah, so actually the banner was kind of a Paraguayan like colloquialism, really. It means like we want to count on you. I want to rely on you. Anything that people say to that end, it's gonna mean that.
Monica, I'm guessing you speak Spanish because you got that spot on, so really well done. That was a tough one. Like I say, Wor Flags is the toughest questions so far. But question 4, now you might see the banner, but the price is not on the banner for the next question. Sam, take it away.
There was a flag offering a BMX for sale when Newcastle United played Monaco away in 1997. What was the sale price?
So how much was the BMX up for sale? Let's replay that again.
There was a flag offering a BMX for sale when Newcastle United played Monaco away in 1997. What was the sale price?
I mean, we could just throw numbers out there. I mean, when I looked at the banner, I thought, oh, what was the price again? It's a famous banner, Monaco away. But let's see if any of you have got this right in the comments. So we want the price. Oh, you can near enough to the price. We'll accept that as well. Anybody, Sam? Anybody getting this right or wrong? £42, Holly? Wow, Holly.
Nice.
Well done, Holly. She's done that fantastic well. £42 is the exact fee. £42, 42. Yeah, well done, Finley. That's quite cheap for selling a BMX. £42 back in the day. Neil the Magpie, 42. Yeah, incredible. Really well done, guys. Well done. The next one, question 5 from Wor Flags.
Back in the day, in what minute was the flag in the Gallowgate corner lowered to remind fans and players how long was left in the game?
So what minute back in the day was the flag risen to remind people of how long is left in the game? Let's replay that because the flag is at the top left.
Back in the day, in what minute was the flag in the Gallowgate corner lowered to remind fans and players how long was left in the game?
I didn't know this at all. So something interesting that I've learned from this one as well. So there used to be a flag that was raised at St. James Park to tell everybody how long is left in the game, which was interesting. So please fire away in the chat. What is the answer? How many minutes are left, or how far into the game was the flag raised? We'll accept both of those answers. Do we have any, Sam? Right or wrong? Please display. 80 minutes is John Hogg. 80 minutes is Finley. I am very impressed. Neil the Magpie, I am very, very impressed. 80, yeah. You've all got that spot on. I didn't know that. I'm not going to lie. That was interesting. So maybe electronics weren't around back and then. And the flag was, right, we've got 10 minutes to score a goal.
Yeah.
Well done, Billy. Really well done. Question 6, please, Sam, from Wor Flags.
How many flags were used in our first ever display against Huddersfield Town?
So how many flags were displayed? Sam, question again?
How many flags were used in our first ever display against Huddersfield Town?
Now that picture alone has a few, but you can think about the first display. It was hyped up, was talked about for quite a bit. So we'll accept to the nearest 10 for that one. But again, Wor Flags, fantastic, and we do miss them, even since they carried over from the Gallowgate flags as well. So how many flags for the very first display? The answer is 475.
Did anyone get it?
That's a tough one. Has anyone got that? Anyone got near to the answer? 500. That's a good shout. That's probably the closest that we've got.
Good work, only 40.
Yeah, really well done, mate. Really well done. And the last one, which is probably the toughest, because we want a few names on this one. We might replay this one 3 times to give everyone thinking time. Sam, please play it.
Can you name all of the players involved in our Legends display?
So there's a clue. There's a few given away on there. So here it is again. Question number 7.
Can you name all of the players involved in our Legends display?
And if you remember, that Legend display had loads. It was going all the way along the Gallagher, if everyone can remember. One more time, please, Sam.
Can you name all of the players involved in our Legends display?
Right. It's a tough one, isn't it, Charlotte?
It is a tough one because you're gonna get a few for sure. You're gonna remember a few, and you're gonna have an educated guess on who's gonna be in a Legends display. But can you name them all? It's tough.
There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that I've got written down here. So shout out if you've got any of these right. Robson, Harvey, Pedro, Beardsley, Shearer, Keegan, Veitch, Supermac, Wor Jackie, Milburn, Bobby Moncur, Stan Seymour, and the legend Hughie Gallagher. So well done if you've got all of them. It's a good effort, Gaz. You've got 6 there. Ian, you've got 4 there. Really well done. And that was by far the hardest of any around. And that is the end of Wor Flags. And we've got some big names coming up in the last two events. Well, 2 teams, 2 groups, if you want to call that, which of course is the foundation and the police. But before we do that, of course, we've been talking about mental health quite a bit tonight. And again, please do reach out. And if you go to a doctor, a lot of the questions that you might come across, and Selena, who's a local GP, kind of guides you of what the questions are if you go and seek help. And it can be a daunting experience, it can be scary, but here is Selena on how it goes.
Hello, my name's Selena. I'm a local GP. If you were to call your GP to discuss your mental health, you should expect your GP to ask you a series of questions. Your GP will basically be trying to get a good understanding of what you're going through day to day and how it's impacting on your life. They will want to know how long you've been feeling the way that you have, and also how you're managing to look after yourself in terms of showering, brushing your teeth, taking and preparing your meals. They will want to know how it's impacting on your responsibilities. For example, whether it's having any effect on the way in which you look after your children or do your day-to-day job. Your GP will want to know if you're using any alcohol or drugs whilst you've been feeling unwell or in the run-up to feeling this way. And in order to understand the severity of your mental health, they will want to know if you've been having any thoughts or any plans to either self-harm or to take your life. All the questions, although very personal and could feel intrusive, are just for the GP to understand how you're feeling and so that they can help and support you better through your mental illness.
So thank you very much, Selena. So if you are thinking about going to your doctor, hopefully that reassures you of what type of questions are going to be coming for your mental well-being. But again, there's plenty of help, plenty of links in the description. I'm banging the drum. Use the hashtag Be a Game Changer and get involved in the discussion. And the lovely Charlotte is going to be taken back over for all the foundation.
I am indeed. Just before I do, I just want to say that I think it's really important what Selena, the GP, was saying there. I think if you can think about that in relation to people in your life as well, who maybe you're thinking, are they okay? You think about their are they cooking their meals? Are they doing things like that? Those sorts of questions are things that that maybe would ring alarm bells in friends and family of those who are struggling. So it's worth having that on your radar as well, I think. So really helpful to have that videos. Thank you, Selena. So the Newcastle United Foundation, who are doing this Be a Game Changer campaign, are also part of this wonderful quiz and have really pulled out the big guns, I think, for this, to get special people from across the country, really, to ask you guys some questions. So without further ado, I will start with Gabby Logan.
Hi, my name's Gabby Logan and I'm proud to say I'm a Newcastle United Foundation patron and a Be a Game Changer supporter. Now, I became a Newcastle fan quite late in life. My first match was in 1993. It was a 1-0 win for Newcastle at St James's Park. But who was it against? 1993, 1-0 at St James's Park in the August. But who was it against? Good luck.
Good question from Gabby Logan there. 1993, we won 1-0, but against who? It was the first game. Should we have that one more time?
Hi, my name's Gabby Logan and I'm proud to say I'm a Newcastle United Foundation patron and a Be a Game Changer supporter. Now, I became a Newcastle fan quite late in life. My first match was in 1993. It was a 1-0 win for Newcastle at St James's Park. But who was it against? 1993, 1-0 at St James's Park in the August. But who was it against? Good luck.
It's a great question. It's good for Gabby that it was a win for a first game. I think we like to start with positive memories. For those of you still playing, the answer is Everton. It was a 1-0 win for Newcastle United. David Calbutin, am I saying it right? Andrei Avramov, sorry. I'm trying to read very quickly because Sam gets these off the screen very quickly. Because there's so many of you getting it right. It's excellent. All right. Well, it doesn't stop there with the Foundation's excellent contributors to our quiz. We also have legend Steve Harper.
Hi, I'm Steve Harper, former Newcastle goalkeeper and trustee of the Newcastle United Foundation. I'm a proud supporter of the Be a Game Changer campaign and know just how important it is to reach out if you're struggling. My question is, a long time ago, against who did I make my Newcastle United debut in November 1998?
November 98. Who did Steve Harper make his debut against for Newcastle United? Long time ago. But I'm sure there's honestly, like, everybody on the comments are getting so many more right than I ever thought people would. So I have every faith in you guys. The answer, Steve Harper's debut was against Wimbledon.
No longer with us, unfortunately. Rebranded.
Yeah, not with us. I think did they not? Yeah, there we go. We've got people getting it right. Yes, yeah, not in the league anymore, but that's
came back as Milton Keynes, didn't they? Milton Keynes Dons.
So yeah, I'm sure that there's been a new ground built for Wimbledon, or they're trying to start up again. But I've only really seen that in the periphery. I haven't really paid enough attention. Well, let's keep on the theme of goalkeepers. And
Big one.
Yeah, this is great. My personal favourite. I've got my shiny here. Martin Dubravka, you guys.
Hi, it's me, Martin Dubravka, and my question is, how many first-team appearances have I made for the Newcastle?
There he is. This is my
Martin Dubravka, of all people.
He's my favourite player. I love him. This is a Match Attacks card that Alex from True Faith gave me for my birthday one year because he knows how much I love him. Sam, may we have it again and again and again?
Hi, it's me, Martin Dubravka, and my question is, how many first-team appearances have I made for the Newcastle?
How many first-team appearances has Martin Dubravka made? It's a great question because last season he played every minute of every game. So how many has he made? The answer is 94. 94. Did we get people getting it right? Maybe.
You might have a lot of people say 92 because that's how many league games. Oh, not far. Oh,
Finley, look at you. Well done. All right. Sticking with the legends, the Newcastle United legends feel. And I did tease you with this earlier, but we now have a question from Shola.
Hi, I'm Shola Amiobi, former Newcastle United player, proud patron of the Newcastle United Foundation and a supporter of Be a Game Changer campaign. My question to you is this. Through my time in Newcastle, I picked up the nickname the Mackham Slayer. But how many goals did I actually score against Sunderland?
Picked up the nickname the Mackham Slayer, but how many goals did he score against Sunderland? Also, how cute was that, where he was like, former Newcastle United player, as if any of us needed reminding, but thank you very much. Somebody's written the Phenom Pele, love it. How many goals did he score against Sunderland? Do you know? The answer is 7.
And there's also spot prize.
Oh my God.
So Sam has the power to select somebody in the live chat. Who is it, Sam?
Did anybody get 7?
Just hit 7. Just hit 7 send and you could win a prize.
Yeah, there we go. Michael Ashby. There you go. Michael, if you would be so kind as to go on the Newcastle Fans TV Facebook page, drop them a message, and we will get you your goodie bag. Well done. Well done. Moving on, we have a question from Brooke Cochran.
Hi, my name's Brooke Cochran and I'm the captain of Newcastle United Women's Football Team and a proud ambassador of Be a Game Changer campaign. My question to you is, when was Newcastle United Women's Football Club founded?
Fantastic to hear from not just members of the first team or ex-first team of Newcastle United men's, but the captain of the women's team as well. Absolutely brilliant. Question there was, when was the women's team founded? Do people know? The answer, if people got it, it was a great year for births, 1989.
1989, yeah.
1989. Did anyone get it? Did we get that?
It's quite late in the day to be formed, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Actually, the women's game was banned for like 50 years.
Yeah.
100 years ago this year, it was banned and then reinstated. There we go. Dusty got that right. Well done to you. Next, we have a question from Jamie Harley.
Hi, it's Jamie Harley, Head of Sports Science at Newcastle United and a proud ambassador for the Be a Game Changer campaign. My question is, which team were we playing when Matt Ritchie famously kicked a corner flag into an unsuspecting fan's groin?
Oh, that was so good. I remember.
Well, not good for him.
Not good for him. That was terrible. That's an awful thing for me to have said. I'm so sorry. It was very funny, and I think the man took it with good humour. But let's have that one just once more, please, Sam.
Hi, it's Jamie Harley, Head of Sports Science at Newcastle United and a proud ambassador for the Be a Game Changer campaign. My question is, which team were we playing when Matt Ritchie famously kicked a corner flag into an unsuspecting fan's groin?
He put that very nicely, didn't he? An
He did.
unsuspecting fan's groin. Who were we playing when that happened? The answer is, of course, Chelsea. I see you, Dan Gray. You got it right. Well done. Yeah, it was Chelsea. Last minute. Well done, William. Yes, absolutely right. Very amusing gifts that came out of that game. But luckily the man was okay. We're happy about that. It's all good.
Went viral. It was everywhere.
It did go viral. Poor guy. All right. We next have a message from United with Pride.
We are United with Pride, the LGBTQI plus inclusive supporters group for Newcastle United.
As it's Football versus Transphobia Week, we thought we'd highlight some stats around transgender mental health.
In the UK transgender community, 88% reported suffering with depression and 77% suffered with anxiety. 1/4 had attempted suicide multiple times.
It's shocking but not surprising, as over half the LGBTQI plus community prior to the pandemic admitted to suffering from a long-term mental health problem, with gay men being 7 times more likely to attempt suicide than heterosexual men.
The only top-flight pro men's footballer to come out during their playing career was Justin Fashanu. Tragically, on the 2nd of May 1998, he died by suicide.
You may not have known this, but Justin had a trial for Newcastle United in October of 1991. Our question is, which manager gave him the chance to don the famous black and white?
There we go. Lovely message there from United with Pride, and nice to get a good array of faces as well. We've only done a couple from other groups, so putting us to shame a little bit there. Absolutely wonderful. Should we play it again just one more time, because there was a lot of messaging there, and then the question was at the end. So hang fire for the question at the end.
We are united with pride, the LGBTQI plus inclusive supporters group for Newcastle United.
As it's Football versus Transphobia Week, we thought we'd highlight some stats around transgender mental health.
In the UK transgender community, 88% reported suffering with depression and 77% suffered with anxiety. 1/4 had attempted suicide multiple times.
It's shocking but not surprising, as over half the LGBTQI plus community prior to the pandemic admitted to suffering from a long-term mental health problem, with gay men being 7 times more likely to attempt suicide than heterosexual men.
The only top-flight pro men's footballer to come out during their playing career was Justin Fashanu. Tragically, on the 2nd of May 1998, he died by suicide.
You may not have known this, but Justin had a trial for Newcastle United in October of 1991. Our question is, which manager gave him the chance to don the famous black and white?
So that is 1991. Which famous manager gave him the chance? Who did he do a trial for? The answer is, of course, Ozzy Ardiles. I'm sure that we got that. Yeah, there we go. People getting that right. Some really stark figures, I think, in that question as well. Some really strong messaging. So just a great question, but some real things to think about, I think, as well. All right, that is the foundation. We have another message, just a little message from Steve Beharol. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I always say it wrong. But he knows I still love him. Foundation Chief, we have a message coming from him now, and that rounds out round 6. Was that 6? 7.
7, I think now. Yeah.
7. I tell you, I said earlier, I'm terrible at maths. I can't even do basic counting tonight. But yes, please enjoy this message.
Hi, my name is Steve Beharol, and I'm head of Newcastle United Foundation. I want to say thank you to every single person who's joined us for the biggest ever quiz. It's been a really special evening and a nice break from what is still a really difficult time for a lot of us. Hopefully tonight has been an opportunity for you to let your hair down and also to learn more about all of the amazing work going on in our city to support people with their mental health. Obviously, our event this evening is in memory of Martin Lorimer and a way to honour him and what he loved. With your support, we can try to make a difference for more people who may be struggling with their mental health and to reach more Newcastle United supporters just like us who may feel alone right now. If you can, we would appreciate any donations towards our Be a Game Changer campaign. You can do this by visiting justgiving.com/NUFC. Donation amount doesn't matter. Whatever you can do will make a difference. Thanks again for joining us, helping us spread the message amongst our community and beyond. Look after yourself.
Yeah, so that was a message from Steve Beharol, the head of the foundation. Thank you very much. And he has iterated any small donation that you may have. There is a link in the description for the foundation. These guys are funded. We must stress that. And for this incredible event and the campaign that everybody does at the foundation, they rely on donations. So if you've got any small change, please help out. Like I say, it could save one person, and that's the aim tonight. So thank you very much for the foundation's work. And of course, we'll talk about at the end about the event. But we're moving on to our final group, which is, and that's a great message from Stephen Roberts there. Fantastic show, everybody. Good to get a break away from the football, which is good. It's meant to be a fun event, uplifting event, but also serious with some special people talking. And we're moving on, as I say, to the police. And I've got you for this round. And Hayleylorimer, who opened up the show with a really, really heartfelt message at the top. She has a question for you all. Take it away.
So here's the first question, and this one's for you, Martin. Who scored the 3rd goal against Man United in the away 5-0 victory? Good luck.
We'll get this one more time, please, Sam.
So here's the first question, and this one's for you, Martin. Who scored the 3rd goal against Man United in the away 5-0 victory? Good luck.
Now, most Newcastle fans should be getting this question. So 5-0 against Man United, but who scored the third goal? Surely we've got some correct answers once more.
100%.
We've got to, there he is. Nick says Les Ferdinand. You were spot on. Sir Les says David. Yeah. Oh, Sir Les absolutely loves Les Ferdinand. And Tom, Les Ferdinand. Yeah. So, well done, Tom. We've got a clip from Les Ferdinand coming up shortly, by the way. So, yeah, absolutely love him. My first childhood hero. But next, we have a question from one of the dog handlers at the police.
In March 1994, Kevin Keegan bought Darren Peacock for £2.7 million from which club?
I think the dog's more excited than the police officer there.
So cute!
Very cute. One more time, please, Sam.
In March 1994, Kevin Keegan bought Darren Peacock for £2.7 million from which club?
So the question is, which club did we sign Darren Peacock? Not Gavin, but Darren. Long-haired ponytail. Obviously, Kevin Keegan loved him because he was a defender who just loved to defend, where all the other defenders will just run up and score goals and get by the byline and so on. But where did we sign Darren Peacock? Who was the club? And of course, the correct answer is Queen's Park Rangers, or QPR if you want to put it short. And the MAG 314 has got it spot on, so really well done. QPR, well done, Chris. Fantastic. QPR, well done, Gary. Yeah, fantastic. Right, the big one. Massive one, this one. Possibly, Charlotte, would you say these are the biggest that we've had so far tonight?
I think so.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Charlotte's very excited because she knows what's coming, but these are worldwide known, not because of football, but because of their entertainment. Take it away, please, Sam.
Hi everybody, Anton Deck here. An honour to be here tonight to bring you another question to support this Be a Game Changer campaign. Ant's got the question for you.
I do. Right, I'm going to read this because I want you to get it properly. On the 23rd of October 2002, which fullback scored for Newcastle in a 1-0 home win over Juventus?
I know this one.
I know this one. What a great day it was as well.
Over to you.
Hoy the lads.
I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. I mean, fantastic. I mean, I've just spoke. He has Anton Deck with a question across Chronicle, True Faith, NUFC, Newcastle Fans TV, NUFC Fans, Wor Flags, Foundation. I mean, that's just bonkers, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah, this is, you know, if you could told me like 5 years ago this is what I'd be doing, I'd be like, get away, man. No, I won't. And wow, here we are. Amazing. So great of them to get involved.
Yeah, we are introducing a question from Anton Deck, which is mental. Let's replay that message.
Hi everybody, Anton Deck here. An honour to be here tonight to bring you another question to support this Be a Game Changer campaign. Ant's got the question for you.
I do. Right, I'm going to read this because I want you to get it properly. On the 23rd of October 2002, which fullback scored for Newcastle in a 1-0 home win over Juventus?
I know this one.
I know this one. What a great day it was as well.
Over to you.
Hoy the lads.
I still can't get over that one.
I love them.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And they've also got another message because they've given us the answer to this question. Here it is.
Come on then. Who is it if you think you know?
I think, is it Andy Griffin?
That's who I thought it was.
It's Andy Griffin.
It was Andy Griffin, which is absolutely fantastic. And we've got our final goodie bag to give away. And again, hands are off the laptop. Sam, pick a winner, please.
Ashley Douglas.
Ashley Douglas, could you please message Newcastle Fans TV's Facebook page? You've just won yourself a little goodie bag for playing along tonight. So thank you very much. I mean, madness, Anton Deck. I can't get out of that.
So good. Andy Griffin, by the way, the nicest man. Just
yeah, he is. You've interviewed him. I think we've interviewed him as well. Did Anton Deck just take over on Saturday night? Yes, Sam, Anton Deck from those absolutely crazy. That's the pull of this kind of event, trying to help people. You've seen people from Alan Shearer to Ant Deck to journalists to presenters, you name it. That's why we're trying to push the message. #BeAGameChanger. Help someone by, you may never know, like I say, it could be a family member, colleague, anybody. It could be yourself. Have a look at the links in the description. Reach out. You could save a life. Moving on to the next question, and it's Kim McGuinness.
Hi, I'm Kim McGuinness. I'm the Northumbria Police and Crime Commissioner. Throughout this pandemic, we've all been more aware of our mental health and making sure that we look out for others as well. Far too many people have spent a lot of time by themselves, and so I'm really glad that the Newcastle United Foundation and Northumbria Police are drawing attention to exactly this issue. So thank you for doing this and having this as your theme for your quiz. The question is, which goalkeeper played in goal in September 1997 when Newcastle beat Barcelona 3-2? I must admit, I don't know the answer.
So Kim doesn't know the answer. Remember the game pretty well, don't we, Charlotte?
We certainly do. What a night.
Yeah, Keith Gillespie down that right wing and Tino Asprilla leaping like a salmon.
What a team. We also, I've spoken with Keith a few times, and another lovely guy. Just a great, we do attract some good ones. But yes, what a night that was.
Just don't ever ask him if he played in the cup final, because one of our lot did.
No.
I'll say nothing more because he might get a bit upset he's controlling the show. Johnny's going to enjoy that one. Right, but the answer, of course, is Shea Given. What a goalkeeper. Lee Cuthbert's got that right. Charlotte, is he the best goalkeeper you've ever seen?
Okay, I have shown my hand already with my shiny card. Shea Given was amazing, though. I'm a big goalkeeper. I've realised, through my loving of Dubravka, that I'm a big goalkeeper fan. All my Facebook statuses, which I mentioned earlier in the show about Tim Krul. I loved Shea Given as well. I loved Pav. I think I'm a bit of a goalkeeper fan.
Love Shea Given. Best goalkeeper in the last 30 years for me. Moving on to another question from the police, and this is from Winton Keenan.
My name's Winton Keenan. I'm the Chief Constable of Northumbria Police, and I'm really proud that we're involved in this quiz. As a dedicated local police service, every single day, Northumbria Police comes into contact with and provides help to people suffering a mental health crisis. The North East is, of course, renowned for the way we care about each other, but now really is a time to recognise there's always more we can all do personally to identify and tackle mental ill health and help make the lives of others the best they can possibly be. I would like to personally thank Hayleylorimer for allowing us to host this event in memory of her brother Martin. I've heard an awful lot about him, and I'm sure he would know the answer to this particular question. How many goals did Andy Cole score for Newcastle United during that very famous Kevin Keegan entertainer season, 1993 to 1994?
Yeah, so it's a fantastic question. And of course, he has thanked Hayleylorimer for allowing us to dedicate tonight's event to her brother Martin. But the question was, how many goals did Andy Cole score in that famous 93-94 season? And it was loads, tons and tons. The man was on fire. And of course, Charlotte, do you know the answer to this one?
I don't. And you know what? This was on one of the questions that I did a prep to quiz last year for True Faith. And I know that this was one of the questions and I can't remember the answer and it's killing me inside.
It is very high. Can we display some right or wrong answers, please, Sam? The right answer, of course, is 41 goals in a season, man. That is just incredible.
It's crazy.
It is. Andy Cole in the mid-90s, early 90s to mid-90s was a man on fire and should have won a lot more England caps without a shadow of a doubt. But England had a array of talent up top. But yeah, 41, really well done. And the next one is a guy who has helped push and organise all of tonight as well. We'll talk more about him in just a moment, but here is Andy's question.
Hi, I'm Andy Hyde. I'm a police officer for Northumbria Police. For the last 3 years, we've organised Northumbria Police's biggest coffee morning in Gateshead to help tackle loneliness in the community. I'm very proud to support this event, so good luck tonight, everyone. Enjoy taking part. The question I want to ask to you all is, Newcastle United signed Peter Lovencrans on a free in 2009. but which club did he play for before he signed for Newcastle United? Good luck.
So, question then. We'll replay it once again to give everybody thinking time.
Hi, I'm Andy Hyde. I'm a police officer for Northumbria Police. For the last 3 years, we've organised Northumbria Police's biggest coffee morning in Gateshead to help tackle loneliness in the community. I'm very proud to support this event, so good luck tonight, everyone. Enjoy taking part. The question I want to ask to you all is, Newcastle United signed Peter Lovenkrands on a free in 2009, but which club did he play for before he signed for Newcastle United? Good luck.
Charlotte, I'm just singing the song. We've got him on a free.
Stuck in my head. Got him on a free from
Germany. Peter Lovenkrands.
I can say Germany, can't I? I can say Germany.
Yeah, so there's a big clue. Yeah, which club did we sign him on a free from Germany? What was the answer? Please get your comments in as well. It's a club that's struggling a little bit in the Bundesliga, but the correct answer was Schalke. As the song goes, we got him on a free from Germany, which goes around the way grounds quite a bit.
Yeah.
So well done, Trotter. Well done, Andy Robbo, 79, Schalke as well. So fantastic, really well done. But just want to highlight Andy because he has helped push this event massively tonight. Me and Andy go way back since being kids. We used to play football. Andy, sorry, you weren't very good at football. You won't thank me for saying that, but used to, even back then, Andy used to organise our two local teams back in Wrighton, which was great when we were kids. Used to go past them, skin him a few times. It was great. But on tonight, Charlotte, I mean, the work that he's done just on this alone, and if anybody's watching from the police, give that man an award or a pay rise. I'm singing your praises here, Andy. Please, because that man has done an absolute wonderful thing tonight. All the organisation behind the scenes, hasn't he?
Yes, absolutely. The unity that you are seeing here across the bottom of the screen, all these different media outlets, fan groups, charities, the police, this is Andy's doing. He got us all together. He's been, on top of this quiz. He's made sure that we've had meetings about it. He's put so much of his own time and effort into it because he really, sees firsthand, I think, on the front line of how bad it can be for some people. And I think, he really wants to make a change and make a difference and got us all on board and has worked so hard. So thank you, Andy, for getting us involved and for your work behind the scenes on this.
Kind of disagree. I have to fully agree on that. He's just absolutely fantastic. And the passion that he's got for this as well. WhatsApping me, emailing me. Sometimes I was getting sick of him, but in a good way, because he was showing the drive and the determination for this event. And yeah, Andy, thank you very much for putting all of this in, and massive credit to Andy Hyde, part of Northumbria Police. So thank you, mate. Right, and this one's going to take the heartstrings for me next, because this is a man who I absolutely love. It's Sir Les Ferdinand with a question for you all. Take it away.
Hi to an army. This is Les Ferdinand. I've been given a script to read, but it's far too long to remember all of it. So I'm just going to add hoc here, and hopefully you get to where I want to be. Thanks very much for allowing me to join the campaign. I'm really pleased to be involved with the Game Changer campaign for mental health, and I think it's an important thing, and especially in today's society, and especially with this pandemic where we're all locked down. The one thing I would say is, if you need help, please ask for help, because there's loads of people out there willing to help you and help everyone. So don't be afraid to put your hand up and ask if you need help, because we're in a time where everybody needs help. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a great evening, and you do have a great evening. But I've been asked to ask you a question, and it took me a little while to answer this myself, all of 2 seconds. But the question is, after making my debut or signing for Newcastle in 1995, the question is, which team did I score my first Premier League goal against?
Absolutely love Les Ferdinand. Honestly do.
You
Les
sound
Ferdinand. Oh yes,
love him so much.
Love Les Ferdinand. Absolutely love him. And there was a bit of a clue on one of the questions earlier on, because Warren Barton had a very, very similar question and both have the same answer. So if you were clued on a little bit earlier with Warren Barton's question, it's exactly the same team. And that team, of course, is Coventry City. Has anyone got that right, Sam, in the comments? Yeah, Nick, well done. You've got that spot on. A red hot day. Stadium had just been built, 36,000. John Hogg's got that right. 3-0 home win against Coventry. Beardsley, Rob Lee, Ferdinand going past the goalkeeper to clip it in from a tight angle. It was a fantastic day, and obviously sad what happened at the end of that season, but that was a great memory. Love Les Ferdinand. I want to touch upon this because I mentioned this to you earlier on, Charlotte, is that I had a surprise video with Les Ferdinand last year, and Sam thankfully got me. Well, he got me back in a good way because I got Matt Ritchie on the channel to try and lift his spirits after his granddad had passed away. And I thought, I was coming into an event like this, just like a live stream, but Sam surprised me with Les Ferdinand. It was the first time, not that I was intentional, but I actually opened up about my parents, and both my parents suffer from schizophrenia, which I've never really talked about publicly. And Les Ferdinand brought that out to me, and that was absolutely fantastic. And it was more like a relief. And he didn't ask the question. He just asked, like, how did I become a fan of Les Ferdinand? And I was mentioned I was in a lot of passed around, obviously, with my parents in mental health hospitals. I was moved around foster cares and all, what have you. But he was my first hero. And for me, opening up was a massive, massive thing. My sister was messages, oh my God, and all of this. So even that helped me because, like I say, it has a knock-on effect, mental health, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's really, I think, brave of you to speak about in front of, there's lots of people watching, and it's really lovely that you were able to meet your hero and get to kind of talk about that as well, because that, I think, the football is what it is at the moment, but for a lot of people throughout their childhoods, it's a constant, and it's a thing that you look forward to, and maybe your rituals around the ground and things like that, and we are missing that at the moment. So I think it's very brave of you. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much. Les, you're an absolute hero, and I can't believe I've still got Les's number. Love him, absolutely love him. But we've got two final more questions, and the next one is from Adam Hussain.
Hi, I'm PC Adam Hussain from Northumbria Police, and I'm supporting the Be a Game Changer campaign. The question I want to ask you all is, which ex-United Football Club player was sent off when Newcastle beat Queen's Park Rangers 1-0 in the final match of the Championships in 2009-10 season?
So, which player was sent off on the final game of the season? But it's a tough one, that one. We'll replay it just to give everyone a bit of thinking time.
Hi, I'm PC Adam Hussain from Northumbria Police, and I'm supporting the Be a Game Changer campaign. The question I want to ask you all is, which ex-United Football Club player was sent off when Newcastle beat Queen's Park Rangers 1-0 in the final match of the Championships in 2009-10 season?
That's a tough question, isn't it? It's really, really tough, that one. But I'll be very impressed again. I mean, you've been smashing it in the comments tonight across all of our 8 platforms. The correct answer was Peter Ramage. Yeah, NUFC opinion blog. Yeah, really well done. That was the season. Obviously, we've already won the league by then. But yeah, Peter Ramage, Michael, yep, spot on. And of course, Peter Ramage is back at the club as the assistant at the under-23s. So good to see some more local boys back. And our final question of tonight comes from Detective Caroline Ord.
Hello, I'm a detective from the Complex Fraud Team Northumbria Police, and we need your help to help protect your loved ones, particularly the older generation, against the devastating impact of fraud. Fraudsters are reaching into the homes of our loved ones, targeting the older generation by cold calling landlines and mobile phones, and using sophisticated methods to wipe out bank accounts within minutes. Fraudsters will impersonate police officers, bank staff, Amazon, Sky, HMRC and others, and will provide a worrying story encouraging you to hand over cash, transfer money, download an app or provide personal details. Do not believe them. Never believe a cold caller to your landline or mobile phone. Please share this message between your family and friends. Thank you. Now, question. How many goals did Alan Shearer score against Sheffield Wednesday in Bobby Robson's first home game in charge of Newcastle United?
So there's been a couple of clues tonight already of how many hat-tricks and so on as Alan Shearer scored, and the famous 8-0 win. I'm expecting the comments to go crazy now, because if you don't know this one, you need to walk out the door if you don't know this one, seriously. Bobby Robson's first home game, of course, was Kieran Dyer, Speed, Hughes also on the score sheet. But how many goals did Shearer get? There's a clue already. And of course, the answer was 5 goals, which is incredible from Alan Shearer. Nick's got it spot on as well. I expect all ears to get this one. Ben Oaz, thank you very much. Yeah, spot on, 5. James, 5 as well. Any more, Sam, before we wrap up? Joe McHugh, I think I pronounced that right, 5 on Facebook. Mark, 5 as well. And gladly pleased that the event has gone fantastically well. I'm not going to lie, I wobbled a little bit at the beginning because I seen how many numbers were watching. I was like 750 at once, and then the number was going up, and I was like, whoa. But Charlotte, thank you, of course, being involved. Again, we've just got to thank everybody once again. Is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Gosh, everybody for watching, everybody who is, is open to the hashtag Be a Game Changer campaign, is thinking about loved ones, is thinking about themselves. Every group that's involved, everybody along that banner that you can see here, please, just so grateful to everybody for contributing questions, for contributing their time. Once again, to Andy, to Ashley at the foundation, I'm sure Lee, you would like to thank her as well. Ashley's done, some incredible work. She's given us loads of her time. She's given us loads of worrying statistics about the mental health crisis that really is going on in the UK, and particularly in the Northeast, and particularly among men. So yes, just gosh, I don't think it's. I feel like I'm giving an Oscar speech now. Like you're always going to forget somebody, but everybody who's been involved in making tonight a success. I want to thank you, Lee, and Sam behind the scenes, because you've put in so much of your time, and so has Sam. Sam's not even getting any glory. He's just behind the scenes. You can't even see him, but he's been making sure this has run smoothly with all the videos. So thank you, and thank you, Lee, for giving up so much of your time and prepping tonight so brilliantly well.
Yeah, it's a good event. Thank you, Charlotte, for those nice words. Thank you for obviously taking up your own time in the meetings as well. Sam, again, you've seen one of the questions a little bit earlier. Fantastic. Ashley, I'm just banging the drum similar to what you're saying, Charlotte. Ashley's been championing it, pushing it, getting big names. I mean, to have the likes of Martin Dubravka and the police, obviously with Andy getting Ant and Deck, it's incredible. As Charlotte displays the Dubravka, and and it's hopefully the one we don't want to do events like this, but sadly we have to. But we've come together tonight, and the likes of the police, Newcastle United Foundation, True Faith, NUFC, Wor Flags, the Chronicle, and NUFC fans over on Facebook as well. We've all came together tonight and put on this event, live stream it across several platforms to hammer that message home that yourself, loved one, a friend, colleague, neighbour, daughter, mum, dad, whoever it is, might need that help, and it could save their life. But of course, I want to dedicate the video, which it already is, to Martin Lorimer. Hayley spoke very, very bravely at the top of the show. And you can see the reach of outpour from the club, from the captain Jamal Lascelles, even Ayoze Perez, who's no longer obviously associated with Newcastle, still has that bond with the fans. He was reaching out, and it was wrong, but it was great to see the pull that everyone was coming in, and that's why we've come together. And remember, please use the hashtag Be a Game Changer. And if you're watching this live, get them liking it, whichever platform you're watching on. Hit that like, get it shared. And remember, it can save 1, it could save 10, 50, 100 people. That's the aim tonight. But yeah, Charlotte, have you enjoyed it?
I have. I've had so much fun. It's actually flown by. It's been over 2 hours that we've been on, and I was thinking, we've got so much to get through. It's going to be like a later one, but it's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. I've learned a lot. I now know far more about the resources that we have in the Northeast to help people, which is brilliant, which is the aim of the game here. And I've had a good time seeing kind of how amazing our fans are at remembering pretty impressive stats.
It is. It's great that we'll come together, and the fans as well. You lot watching whichever platform you're on as well. We're going to be posting all of the videos, the charities, back onto social media in the next few days, just to try and hammer home the message that you can get help. But on behalf of myself and all the other groups as well as Charlotte, thank you very much for watching. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.